ADP in about 11 and a half minutes. Jumbo. Strange is that? It actually works though. That's bad. I guess we should go. That sounds about right. Nice little transition. So, guten Morgen, everybody. Jumbo. Ni hao ma. Ohio. Guten Morgen. Yeah. Welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance. Because trading is risky. It's not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble. Focus on the long term and never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hey, whoa. My name is Wayne. Is that a little better? I guess so. I don't know. Anyways, hey, my name is Wayne. You and I are currency traders, but we probably also like stocks and commodities, stock indices. Yeah, it's all good. You like crypto? Yeah. I own some Doge still, catching that nice little rally. So now I'm only down 90% on my Dogecoin and my Shiba Inu. I'm telling you. Yeah. So anyways, what do you want to do today? I have a poll. I popped a poll. How are you guys doing? Oh, very few people have even filled out the poll. All right. Well, I guess it's a cold open. We have ADP coming out in 8 minutes, 9 minutes. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay. But nonetheless, we'll catch that vol. We'll take a look at what's going on in the world. We'll do around the trip on the different asset classes that you want me to cover. Today we have Super Tuesday. That's a big voting day in the United States of America. And most likely Trump will get the thumbs up. Well, he won't have all the delegates needed to be to take over the Republican Party, but very, 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 very close. So pretty much should be a done deal for him today. Now, yesterday was actually a very important day in the Supreme Court because there was this issue where Colorado and a few other states had removed him from the ballot. You're like, what? Oh, well, he insurrected. Well, he hasn't been convicted of anything like that. So I'm like, so that was weird to me. You know, that seems political. I think you would say a Democratic state doesn't want Trump, so they take him off the ballot. But you're like, dude, but this is our democracy. Anyone that has the shot to be on the ballot. So anyway, so that was interesting. And it went to the Supreme Court, and yesterday they said they sent it back to the states, and they're like, yeah, you can't do that. He hasn't been convicted of anything, so you can't take somebody off because you don't like the way they behaved. No, it's a democracy. So anyway, so that was interesting. So game on. He's back on the ballots in those states. Okay, and then today is a big voting day, and we will find out if Nikki Haley will stand. So anyways, I don't know if you're even in the United States. You're like, I don't even follow this stuff. Okay, fine. But it is a big day in the United States. Tomorrow is another big day where Jay Powell testifies in front of, on one day there's the Senate, on another day there's Congress and the finance committees. So that'll be very interesting. Okay. Do I trade funded accounts? What do you mean by that, Lane Banks? Expand on that idea. So anyways, going back to that, so we have the Powell testimony. We have ISM services. We have non-farm payrolls. On Thursday evening, we have the State of the Union address by President Biden. And that's a big deal usually. Now, usually it doesn't move the market, but I think this time there's a sliver. Oh, what day is it? Is it Tuesday? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry about that. All right, ADP's tomorrow. Sorry. I'm thinking Wednesday. I really am. I'm already on Wednesday. So, do I? No, I don't. But I'm going to help you guys do that. Yeah, I'm going to set up resources to help you succeed with those prop firms and get some money in your hands. It's a new goal of mine. I'm like, I'd like to at least a minimum of like I'd like to help people make at least, let's say, $2,500 a month or $5,000 a month, some basic minimal level. I'd love to, I'd love to know that I help 100 people make $5,000 a month. That'd be great. I think that is a reasonable goal. It's specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And we have the resources now to do it, both technically and fundamentally, and performance coach wise, with training and all that. So, like, yeah, we're going to get that done. Okay. That's good of you. Sure. Yeah, why not? I mean, look, I've been doing this for 20 years. I haven't been in a situation when you look over the last 20 years, technical. We didn't have the technical capability for me to train you and then hold your hand while you trade, or follow up to see if you're successful from the training, or you just go on and do a real estate house flipping course and you just go from one to the other to the other. Now, I know even with good training and good resources, most people are still not going to be successful. I can't do anything about that. But we now have the ability to provide a lot of resources and follow up to make sure that you're successful. You see, and I haven't been able to do that in the past. I haven't been able to follow up. So I think now that I can do that. And I spent, I was even out of town over the weekend. I was in Florida again, but I was sitting there on the beach, and then later I had a wonderful Davidoff Honduran cigar and coffee and the sounds of waves crashing, and I was thinking about life and about time. I want to be on the cover of a magazine. No. I've already been on the cover of a magazine. All right, so now what? Yeah, not Life and Time magazines, but instead, as an entrepreneur, this is how I think. Like, where are we going? What is the purpose? I'm very mission-oriented all the time. So, like in the 1990s, I was in a nonprofit organization. In fact, I still am in that same organization. But back then, the mission was to contribute to the development of the world's nations and their people with an overriding commitment to international and cultural understanding. And every time I did training to train new people in the organization, or leadership in the organization, or salespeople to go out and work with Fortune 500 companies, I'd start every single training session with, how many people here know the mission of the organization? Hey, how about you? What's the mission? And they're like, I don't know, to make the world good. I'm like, no, to contribute to the development of the world's nations and their people with an commitment to overriding commitment to international and cultural understanding. So I'm very mission. And so now, because I'm building Tradars, I've already built Quant Box. We have Investor Bootcamp. We have a FX Bootcamp now as performance coaching. I'm like, oh my God, I have the complete package for you, but then what's the point? You see? I'm like, we're missing a point. I have all of this stuff for you. For what end? And I'm like, with now prop funds being more legitimized, I'm like, oh my God, if I can get you a real trading account with real money and you have real income, I'm like, that's the end line. That's the end goal. You're now a full-time Forex trader paying your mortgage. Whoa. And I'm enthused. I'm enthused. Let's do it. So anyways, that's where we are, and that's where we are going. It's going to happen. I'm going to ensure that you're successful, or you're going to quit. And that's, when you're going to be in the, in the Marine Corps or another sort of advanced military group, they want you to quit. The whole time they're like, you can quit right now. Save yourself the problem. Save yourself the pain. There's no shame in quitting. There's no shame in quitting. You just can't be a Marine. But there's no shame in that. Most people can't be a Marine. Go ahead and quit. You can be warm and dry. You can have a hot cocoa. You'll be on a bus in the morning. The pain goes away. And of course, what does a Marine say? No. I'll take the pain. So, which one are you? All right? So, that's how it goes. Not everyone can be a Marine. So, cool. So, that's where we're going. Right? Your customer's like, I don't want to quit. Well, those are the ones that have a chance, right? Maida's like, I take the pain. And and look, this is real. Like, look, I'm a real person. I'm not AI. I know the challenges it has on family and lifestyle and friends and, dude, this is hard, not just mentally and emotionally and financially. This is hard on our relationships. This is hard in so many different ways. There's many reasons why you should quit. But if you keep going, you have the chance. But look at it like those that are very, very successful, let's say monetarily, they've made a lot of money in their lives. Every single one of them would have had unbelievable amounts of fortitude or challenge put in their way. Like everyone and everything is trying to stop them. And that is going to happen to you. There's no way around it. It happens to everyone. It's going to be a strain on everything you do. But if you can break through the barrier, you'll have to change your dreams. So anyway, so like if what I do helps, that's great. And like, dude, getting you to $5,000 a month that's not gonna change your universe. But if it helps you become a full-time Forex trader, and this is a new career, this is a sustainable business, you're adding value to the world, you're taking care of your loved ones, dude, I would be so proud of you. If we can do that together, I stand by you. And my goal too, sort of a soft goal, let's say 10 years from now, wouldn't it be great to have like a couple of thousand people in a room and we can look around and we know all of us are doing well as traders and investors, but all together, every single person there is just like you. And we went through the process together. And now you have a family, not just a trading family, an investing community that's truly more than just like, oh, look, we all chat on a Discord. No. We're standing there and we know we're all in that situation. That would be a personal dream of mine. So cool. Let's see what you guys want to trade today. Gold, huh? Okay. Gold. We can do gold. Trader's Way has gold. Has silver, palladium, it has platinum. That's a lot of metals, more than enough metals. That's right, Isaac. Yeah, I was talking to someone even just yesterday, and they're like, yeah, never back down, never, ever, ever. Yeah. Okay. Lucas says, I want to be in that room. Like for example, Lucas, I know you fairly well. I mean, as much as possible, right? Over an online relationship. But I consider you like a friend and a colleague, And if I was in a room with you and I knew you were able to become a full-time Forex trader through our relationship, I'd be so happy and so proud. And I don't even know how to describe that, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, it would be so incredible. It's like purpose, right? My purpose is to help you get there. And if you're there and we get you there and we do something like that, I don't know, it'd be so overwhelmingly, emotionally overwhelming to have to look you in the eyes, right? And see that. But then can you imagine then a 1,000 others? Like it would be, I don't know if it's even describable. Yeah. Oh my God, we should just do it. So anyways. So hey man, hey guys, brokers trade against you and laugh at you when you lose money. If that pisses you off, try Trader's Way because they're different. They're an ECN. So they provide a platform, which they have to pay money for. They provide liquidity partners, which they have to pay money for. They have customer service, which they have to pay money for. They do all those three things really great. It costs money. They're an ECN. So when you place a trade on the platform, it goes from the platform, okay? And then it goes directly into the liquidity pool. One of the nice things about MT4 is it's at the broker level, so it goes directly into the pool. Now, if you're using a different platform, like let's say some broker's custom platform, what happens is there's an extra step. It goes from here to there to there, and that would be much slower. So like Trader's Way is fast. And I did test this, about 10 years ago, but I tested it on a third-party service, and it wasn't the fastest, but it was one of the fastest. And these big brokers with tens of thousands of brokers, they were very, very, very slow. Or if you had a proprietary platform, they were extremely slow. So lots of slippage and all that. So Trader's Way is fast. They're ethical. They want you to succeed. Your trades actually go into the interbanking system. They don't trade against you. The customer service is great. You should give them a shot. Okay. Now you guys know about traders.com. That's coming. And I'm going to meet, well, I already did meet with one of the development teams today on this. And I've decided to start with an email version of Tradars. So it could be super cheap for those that are just starting out. And again, if you don't know this is my new AI service that does technical analysis, and it's extraordinary, if you don't mind me saying. It blows me away. And so I had the developers, I'm like, I just pushed. I've been investing a lot of, effort into this. When I did QuantBox, I did it slow and staggered. And this one, I'm all in, man. I'm all in. So I'm like, what more can we do? What more can we do? And we started building all these features, and I'm like, oh, we need email updates and stuff. Like, let's do an email thing. And they overdid it, and it had to do with the limitation of how the database works. I don't have to get into it, but I wanted an email that just kind of gave you a little update and then maybe like a little tidbit. Like, oh, here's one trading idea. It turns out we can't do that. So it gives you a boatload of trading ideas based on what's happening right now. And they come out at 6:30 in the morning, which is pre-New York, London lunch, so it's prime time. But the problem is the email is too detailed. It has too much value. And it takes away from the service. So I'm like, well, damn it. because if I give you that email, then you might not sign up for the service because the email itself is too valuable. So I have to choose. And I pondered, like, I don't know why it didn't hit me right away, but I'm like, I can't give this out because it's too much value. It's too good. And so then it occurred to me last night during a meditation, or was it yesterday? Yesterday morning. I'm like, I can make it a level, a membership level. Because when I launched QuantBox, there was a version where you signed up and once a day you got a PDF. So what if this email was a membership level, almost like a trial? Like you don't get to log into the database and get real-time information, but once a day you get like 12 trading ideas. And I made that super cheap. And I'm like, that might be a good entry-level product where you either use it as a demo and try it out, or you just sign up because, let's say I made it $20 a month. And you're like, well, I don't have much money, but I have $20 a month. And you start there. And then the database, the live version, is a little more. And then there's a premium service on top of that. So now I'm like, oh, there could be 3 levels. So anyways, I'm working on that. I can show you what it looks like. And this is it here. This is all AI generated, sent to me this morning, 6:13 a.m. today, 2 hours ago. It said, hey, okay, we have ISM services later today. That's a big deal, right? Here's what's happening in the market now. Euro dollar flat, USD yen flat, pound dollar flat, USD Swiss franc a little bit flat. Dow futures are up, NASDAQ futures are up, or were up yesterday, right? But anyways, so it's giving you all of that. Oil at $78.81. And then what? Tesla, rising wedges broken through the support line set yesterday afternoon. Possible bearish price movement forecast for the next day towards 181.40. Here's one for Meta. Here's one for Nvidia. Here's one for Kiwi. Rectangle has broken through the support line set today at 2 o'clock in the morning. Possible bearish price movement forecast for the next 18 hours towards 60.62. You're like, it's giving you targets and patterns, and then, oh, USD CAD. Channel up identified today at 3 o'clock in the morning. This pattern is still in the process of forming. Possible bullish price movement towards the resistance of 136.87 within the next 3 days. So it's day trading, it's swing trading. Okay, USD Swiss franc, Ethereum, rising wedge identified today at 5:45 a.m. This pattern is still in the process of forming. Possible bullish price movement towards the resistance at 3,868.0773 within the next 14 hours. And then it does FTSE. Like, oh, and then it goes over oil. I mean, like, dude. Like this is good. And that might be a good entry level service for those that want to test it out, or for those that just don't have the cash flow to do much more. But dude, that's good, right? So put your name on the list, and I'll email you when these things can become available. It's a way to start. Okay. Now this is called Launch Alert. Sign up to hear when the service launches. A few people have signed up and they're like, where's my trade plans? I'm like, dude, that's not what this says. You're signing up for it. So just be I will let you join when it's available. If you don't sign up, I won't let you join. I need to know who to send information to. But that's a heck of an email, in my humble opinion. I look at it, I'm like, oh my God. All right. So here we are. Here we are. I'm trying to, why is this not working? Hang on, my cam is in the way. There we go. Okay, let's do a quickie over here on the indices. Okay, yen is gaining some strength. Risk off. Uh-oh. And those that are in my day trading group, we know how sensitive we were at certain prices. And, well, it might be choosing the direction. CAD not doing so good. Euro not doing so good. Kiwi not doing so good. Swissy not doing so good. Dollar not doing so good. Aussie hasn't been doing good for a while. So what, the pound? Really? Okay, pound Aussie has already hit target. Okay. And that should be enough for the week. I'd be really worried about this, even if you were a bull. So it's been bullish relative to all the other pairs. We saw that. I just looked at the indices. It doesn't mean it's going to continue to be bullish. Okay. So if you look at my charts, you're like, Wayne, there's so much going on here, I can't see it. Well, look, this, let's do that in a different color. I'll do blue. This, okay, does say higher than we are now. And I'm looking at the monthly central. But then when I look at this, which is weekly, it says the best you could hope for is here. The conservative target is here. So a swing trader is already done. Now there's a little bit of chance that we can go to the next level. And that little bit of chance is indicated if you believe, okay, if you believe this is if you're going to call that our support. Now, if you're going to call this our support, then you're done. If you believe in A, and we'll make this B, okay? If you believe A is in control, then the ultimate target's going to be here. So you would say buy the dip and then take profit at 196. Okay? What do you stink? Smell like a plan? If you call that a breach and you believe B is in play, then you're done for the week and you take a walk. You're done. Okay? Now, if you were a bear, would you sell this? Never in a million years. I can't sell something like this, even if I'm a bear, until I get a double top, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, low, right? So that's not even an option. So I either buy a dip or I don't buy a dip. I don't buy a dip because I've made the decision that this is done. I do buy a dip because I think there's one more wave. Pretty simple decision. One or the other. And if you're like more like, well, but, no. one or the other. One way or another. Okay. This is out of position trade. In the training course, there's a specific method of trading this. And it goes this way. And then what? Hard pullback. Okay. There's your future support. Good morning, JP. What do you think about this top? Yeah, could be important. Spencer's in the trade. Okay, pound Swissy. I've already lined this up. Neat little move, though. This is from the swing trading group last week. You can see I didn't have this spike yet because it didn't happen. It hadn't happened yet. So we were here, and I said, look for a pullback. And here's the new swing trade. So far, it ain't not worked. And this fits into the context of a much longer trade plan that looks like this. Uh-huh. And I have already predicted uh, 106 to 115. So 875 pips. So we're meeting today at Investor Boot Camp. At 4 p.m. We are meeting in the swing trading room for something I call the week on the street. And we are going to actually read the news. Looks like I got to organize this one now too, huh? Yeah, we're going to read the news. See us? In the January Senior Loan Officer Opinion Survey on the bank lending practices, banks reported tightening standards and terms. Okay? Regarding commercial real estate, blah, 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 blah. So we're reading the report, but then I'm like, okay, let's talk about commercial real estate. And then I talk about this, and then I talk about that. And there's a lot of subtleties and nuances in this really complicated, it's written for PhDs, right? So there's a lot of esoteric language in here that I talk about. Right? Yeah. Well, I have a master's degree in this stuff. I don't have a PhD, but one of my professors ran the PhD program for economics at Harvard Business School. Close. Like if I was me, I'd bet, right? Yields dropped, which is the assumption that the Fed is cutting soon. And it dropped dramatically, if you remember. So anyways, so that's the next iteration today at Investor Bootcamp. Okay, this group is a whopping $99 a month, and we meet twice a week, and the meetings are 2.5 to 3 hours each. They're no joke meetings. They're not like wishy-washy, no joke, Mickey Mouse type meetings. They're hardcore legit. So I'll see you tonight. Okay, let's take a look at some commodities. Okay, ooh, look at that. Bitcoin now back up over 68. Yeah, back to 68 after that little dip earlier today. Lovely. So, Oscar Mike. We can take a look and see on the follow-ons. Let's do some other cryptos. And then we'll do our gold. Okay, Ethereum. Yeah, complicated trade. Buy it every time it's back to the 21. Buy at the 21, 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 buy at the 21. It's not at the 21 anymore. Okay. So no pullback in the moment. Yeah. It's gone, huh? Just gone. Litecoin. It pulled back to the 21 yesterday. You had a chance at 85 and then it's just gone. Here's one, a pullback to the 21. Here's a pullback to the 21. So the pattern, of course, is spikes up, pulls back. You buy it, spikes up, pulls back. Okay, look at the bottom of the wick. You buy it. Okay, spikes up, pulls back. You buy it. So now what? We'll let it go up. And if it pulls back, maybe you consider a shot, huh? Maybe. So that's Litecoin. Bitcoin just gone, just so gone. Ripple. Okay. Got as low as 30. Now it's 65. It's been as high as 2, if I remember at one point. 2. We're at 65 cents. Okay. Some vol, of course. Let me get rid of these fibs. That's from an old trade. So it shows the collapse of trend. But what do we know? Let me back out a little bit. Okay. What do we know? M3 top predicts a bottom. M2 bottom predicts an M4 top. We've done both of those, and this is a bit of an out of position reset. Okay. It opened OOP, so you got to use a 4-hour chart according to the rules of engagement at Investor Bootcamp. And does anyone remember the rules of engagement? Kick it off the 4-hour 21. Oh, you like this one? Yeah. And the target is the monthly, so this is out of position monthly. So the trade looks more like that. Yeah. Up, down, up. And then the other part is the retracement very often takes us back to the central pivot point. Ooh la la, right? Okay, you guys ready to do some gold? Okay. The vertical line and the triangle is the moment in time quant box turned bullish on gold. Remember, it does it economically. It does things like it looks at inflation levels. It looks at risk on and risk off levels. It looks at seasonality. And it does some technical analysis too. Not a lot. And it's more statistical analysis of price time data than technical analysis, as you and I would know, but it's a form of technical analysis. It's just really more statistical. But nonetheless, it looked at a chart and it incorporated something at that moment to say bullish. It hadn't been bullish in months. But right there, it went bullish. What do you think? Would that have been helpful? Yeah, I think so. Neat, right? So let's look at it on a smaller time frame. What do I think about gold at the monthly M5? I don't think anything about it. So to me, it's kind of meaningless. So I would look at that price level for a re-up, okay, which is about the hourly 21. And then I want to add some day trading to it, because I think most of you guys are day traders. Okay, so I'm going to go biased pivots, bullish, daily, with everything drawn. And there's the buying price. Okay. So the buying price is right where I kind of drew it. You're in an opportunity in which you should be dropping down into a smaller time frame and waiting for a bullish price action. Okay? So you might look at that as extremely bearish, only on that time frame. If you're looking at this from a longer point of view, you're sitting here now waiting for your bullish signal. That's it. I think an amateur would be chasing this down and a professional is setting it up. Okay. And as a reminder, we can mark these if you prefer this method. This is the buy zone. What do you stink? Smell like a plan? So, we have ISM services later today. And it's important news. It's going to create some volatility. And then tonight is voting, so you'll probably hear precincts closing and Trump securing the Republican nomination, and maybe the market moves on that, maybe it doesn't. It's really not that big of a news. I think it's already pre-assumed. But nonetheless, it's important. Tomorrow, ADP. Tomorrow, Jay Powell testimony. Thursday, more Jay Powell testimony. And then we have the State of the Union. And then Friday, non-farm payrolls. Boy, oh boy, what an interesting week. It's a good opportunity to be alive. And if you're alive, you might as well do some trading. Why not, right? So, hey, peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May our profits be above average. You have a wonderful day. You hear? And I will see you at 4 p.m. All day traders and all swing traders. We meet in the swing trading room for our week in the street, where we actually do our homework together. You actually do the work that needs to get done if you're going to be a professional at this business. So this is us actually, it's not even real training, is it? It's just us actually doing the work. Yeah, sharp, sharp.